Hi, it's your boy DJ Wolf here. I think my voice finally cleared up. Got some things on my mind here. First item up for bids. Want to give a little update in my personal opinion about the ongoing investigation into the death of mega pop star Prince. They're still swirling around right now, and I, like I said, don't know if it's true, don't know if it's not. They're saying in some of Prince camps that Prince was known for using a combination of Percocet and cocaine. I would hope like hell that that's not true. But Sheila E. did acknowledge that Prince was taking medication for a problem with his hip that he had for several years. And she even noted that it was part of it was because of all the times he was wearing them heels, jumping off, the piano with the heels on, might have messed up his bones, And I'm thinking, you're 5'2", you only weigh about less than $150, and you're jumping off the stage in heels. All right, but that was Prince. That's how he rolled. Not to say that was a good thing necessarily for his body, but man. But, Jesus, traffic. Boy, these people just don't quit. Either you don't drive, like you got any sense, or you just don't drive. No, you're not. God, these people make me sick. I swear, you act like they're the only people that got to get home. It just kills me every time. I got to find, either I got to find their line of work or something. These people cannot drive. And they don't care. They're just they're going to try to cut you off no matter what. But anyway, so I'm not going to say much more about that right now. I'd rather somebody find the truth about that. But we may not ever know the truth about that. What we do know is this. That a week ago today, Prince was found dead as Paisley Park Palace a week ago last Thursday. And it rained that day too, by the way. And matter of fact, it's raining now as we speak. We also know that he did have that he was under medication for an issue with his hip. And that he did take ill on a plane on the way back from a show. Those are the facts. In addition to Prince, I don't know how recent it was, recently won a settlement from Warner Brothers for access back to all of his original works that he wrote, recording under Warner Brothers. The same deal that Michael Jackson happened to get back with Sony, And then this morning, I'm not having confirmed or denied, but from there were sources that said this morning that Michael Jackson's Sony collection of his original works was from the estate of Michael Jackson was sold back to Sony for a record $750 million. I'm like, that's all? Really? Yeah. So that's from some published reports that I read today. So I'm like, wow. If they did it to Michael Jackson, the estate sold Michael Jackson's stuff back to Sony, I hate to see what happened to the estate of Prince when Warner Brothers try to squeeze out the executives to get back Prince collection, because I got a feeling it's going to happen. And that's where the conspiracy theories come in. And the question that I have to ask, was Prince and Michael Jackson both, for lack of a better word, murdered over their record deals? Who knows? I wouldn't put it past people to do that. I would not put it past those guys. I'm not saying that they do, But it is kind of very strange. Michael Jackson makes a comeback, or on the verge of making a major comeback, and he falls, and he dies. Prince, same deal. What are these fools doing? Prince, the same deal. Prince was actually was in the middle of a tour. Yeah, and he just released the album a few months earlier. I actually downloaded it myself a couple of days ago. It's actually not bad. It's actually quite good. Just as good as anything he's ever put out. So you never know. You never know. I got another story too. There was a story in Florida. I don't remember if it was in Jacksonville or Tampa or somewhere in Florida. I know that. 3 teenage girls from the ages of 15 to 16 had stolen a car. They were driving off in a stolen vehicle around 4 a.m. in the morning, and the cops chased them into I don't know if it was a one-way street or not, but they chased them to a graveyard, and the graveyard had a pond in it, and the 3 girls drove off in there into the pond unknowingly, apparently, and they all drowned. Now, there are published reports and media outlets have all reporting saying that the girls drowned, and there were other reports saying that the police did not attempt to get them out. And of course, the chief of the police department had defended the officers for not trying to get them out by saying, "Oh Jesus, here we go again," by saying that there's traffic tonight. By saying that the officers had no real way of getting in there to get them because they weren't scuba divers, something to that effect, and they weren't quite equipped to do it. How many times you've heard of rescues where people went in after those people? Many times. And I saw a video clip of it, and I'm gonna be honest with you. From what I saw, I didn't see any lights nowhere near that car once that car was in the water. I didn't even see police officer lights. I don't even know if they actually attempted to rescue them, but that's neither here nor there as far as I'm concerned. What is here and there is this: there was 3 young girls joyriding around in a stolen vehicle at 4 o'clock in the morning drinking strawberry daiquiris. Okay? That's what's relevant here. And I'm like, really? Let alone out at 4 o'clock in the morning during the school year. Okay? They're out at 4 o'clock in the morning in a stolen vehicle drinking strawberry daiquiris. And that they had a history of I heard it was like between them was some 7 different arrests or something related to stolen property. And then they said the one mother said, I don't know, never mind that. Here's the thing. Apparently there is some no good non-parenting parents who didn't have a problem with them kids acting up until they got killed. That amazes the hell out of me. Really? You knew your daughters was out there buck wilding the whole time. Had a long history of it. All 3 of them had some kind of rap sheets behind it from what published reports. And you drowned in a stolen vehicle. Okay? Now, were the officers wrong for not attempting to try to save him? Honestly, I think so. And there was some racism behind it. But, on the other hand, those girls' parents should have known, excuse my French, goddamn well, that if they didn't put them kids in line, something bad was going to happen to them. Whether it be from police chase or gang related, okay? Either way, something was going to happen to them girls, okay? That was inevitable at the rate they were going, okay? At the rate they were going, from published reports, at the rate they were going, something was bound to happen to them. Not that I would wish that on anybody's child. Lord knows I don't. And I that's not what I'm about. But you can't keep doing the same bad behavior like that and not expect something to come up if you don't make the change. And that's both the kids and the parents. But the parents try to blame it all on the cops. I'm like, are you serious? It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I mean, well, it's the cops' fault because they didn't try to arrest the girl. Why didn't they come out and get her? No, bitch. Why the fuck y'all let them girls go out there at 4 o'clock in the morning doing what they're doing? Apparently, because y'all some shitty parents. And I don't give a damn if you was working. You some shitty parents. You know, real talk. Real talk. At some point, it's bad behavior that was based on how they was raised. But they want to blame it on somebody else. Are you serious? You know? It's not the cops' fault that them girls was driving around 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's be real. It was not their fault. You know? It was not their fault that the girls didn't stop and give themselves up. No, it's not their fault. I mean, you know, it's not the cops' fault for that. It's really not. The only concern was, well, okay, they didn't have no, you know, this is what I don't understand. The parents didn't say, damn, I wish she'd have stopped doing what she was doing. I wish that she didn't get in a ride with them other girls. I wish they hadn't been out that night. I tried to get them to, you know, behave themselves. No. It's, why did the cops get my baby out of there? You know? Knowing your daughters was bad. You know? You keep doing and keep doing and keep doing, that's going to catch up on you. You know? And they were known for doing that kind of stuff. They were known for it. You know? I'm not saying that the cop wouldn't mind that, because I could kind of hear it based on what the cop was saying. Well, we couldn't go in there again. And here's the thing. Here's the real kicker. It was only 15 feet of water. Okay? 15 feet of water. You could have took a stick and pulled them girls out of there if you really wanted to. I'll say that. But the chief was making all kinds of excuses for it. He really was. He was reaching. He was really reaching. That was what pissed me the fuck off. He was really, really, for lack of a better word, reaching. And in essence, he was making excuses too. I'm not condoning what those kids did. But I am not condoning what the cops, lack of, didn't do. At least try to help them girls get another chance at life. That much I will say. And as for the parents, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot make excuses up for bad behavior, especially when it's happening as often as you guys knew about it. And the fact that those kids were out there at 4 o'clock in the morning. What parents will allow the kids to be hanging out at 4 o'clock in the morning in the first place? Unsupervised. On top of that. Come on now. At some point, you share that responsibility too. You really do. And stop trying to point fingers at everybody else. You know, somebody once said, partly public policy and personal responsibility. Personal responsibility is conduct yourself in an orderly fashion. And personal responsibility is for parental guidance from the parents. Okay? Public policy is what the officers should have implemented. They really should have. Okay? As far as I'm concerned. So, there you have it. Alright, guys. Well, I'm about to try to look for some new gear. Because I'm getting ready to do a show in a couple weeks and I want to make sure it's right. Haven't decided where I'm getting yet. I don't even know if I'm getting rid of my other stuff yet, which I may have to if I get what I'm thinking about getting. So, on that note, it's DJ Wolf. Questions or comments of anything I mentioned about on my podcast or YouTube channels, please feel free to get a hold of me at foralltohear@gmail.com, foralltohear@outlook.com. My Twitter page is foralltohear on Twitter, and my YouTube channel is foralltohear TV. All right, make sure you put the number 2 in for all to hear when try to correspond with yours truly. All right, guys, I got more about this and other things to send on the back burner. I'm looking to do a special show this weekend. I'll say this weekend because I'm not sure what day it will be. It may be Friday, it may be Saturday, it may be tonight. Although right now it may not be tonight because I got this other thing I got to take care of. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later.